This segment brought to you in association with Burger King.
And we say good evening now to Mark here with our first look at sports.
Well, very good evening to you, Lisa. Very good evening. There were goals, and more goals as the BFA's Premier League continued last night at the BFA Wildy Turf. A beaver trick from Rashad Jules was the headline in a massive 10-0 win for BDF Sports Program as they extended their lead at the top of the table to 41 points. With a look at that BDF game against Barbados Soccer Academy, as well as the two others from yesterday's triple header, is CBC's Anne-Marie Burke.
Let's get right to it. BDF's thrashing of the Soccer Academy started in the 11th minute of play when Raheem Sargent beautifully curled his free kick into the top left corner to get first dibs on the scorecard. 11 minutes later, Sargent was in the same position again, and this time it was into the right pocket. BDF in full command. And would you believe Sargent's hat-trick will be claimed in the very next minute of play? Teammate Rashad Smith sets him up nicely, and talk about skill over the head of the custodian. 3-0 BDF. The Soldier Boys were in commando mode, collecting the ball again. Is Smith, who finds Jelani Kaiser, and that's goal number 4. With the Soccer Academy clearly outplayed, it was time for Smith to now claim one of his own. Tables turn, Sargent with the pass. Smith gets the boot to it on the stroke of half-time. BDF 5-0. Second half now, 4 minutes in, and the spot kick presents BDF with the possibility of goal number 6, and stepping up his captain Rashad Jules, easily converted. This signaled the beginning of the captain's massacre attack. He turns and charges towards goal. The keeper comes off the line and Jules guides it into the left pocket. BDF 7-0. Here he goes again up the left flank, shaking the defender in front of goal, and passes to Rashid Williams, who implements a powerful right boot. Goal number 8. Short enough, there will be goal number 9, and who else to score it but the captain Jules, and that's his hat trick. BDF making a mess of the Soccer Academy. And to cap it off, literally in the 89th minute, Jules again nicely into the right pocket. He gets his brace, and the BDF take the win, 10-0. Meanwhile, it was a locked game between Paradise and Bridensell, with Paradise getting on the cards first thanks to Armando Sugar Lashley. That was a beauty. But it will be even Stevens when the Paradise custodian was tardy, and Zadika Samuel mops it up the right way, 1-all. By the second half, Bridensell would again take control, and with Wade missing, Carl Joseph backs up to make it 2-1 in his team's favor. And talk about heartbreak, as with 2 minutes added as extra time, Paradise will make it 2-all. Jomo Harris the man, and that's how that would end. It was also a draw for UE and Empire, with Jabari Papi Chandler putting Empire on the cards first in the 40th minute. Then a late one in the 70th from Mario Hart saved the game for UWI. Final scoreline, 1-all. Anne-Marie Burke, CBC Sports.
Switching to cricket now, where India have repeated as the ICC Test Championship Mace champions. India won the title for a third successive year today, and with it, the $1 million prize. Virat Kohli's team, who in January recorded their first Test series win in Australia, finished with 116 points, 8 points clear of New Zealand by today's cutoff date of April 1st, while New Zealand have ensured second place. Now that Kane Williamson-led Kiwi side, who also had the satisfaction of seeing their captain get the ICC Spirit of Cricket Award for 2018, earned $500,000, finishing with 108 points. South Africa, who had finished second the previous 2 years, will now get prize money of $200,000 for finishing third with 105, while Australia, who edged out England on decimal points at 104, bagged $100,000. The Windies finished 8th on 77 points, 11 behind Pakistan, and 8 ahead of Bangladesh. The Windies will next prepare for the inaugural World Test Championship, which will begin in August. This will feature 9 Test nations competing across 27 series and 71 Test matches to reach the ICC World Test Championship final, slated for 2021, where the first World Test champions will be crowned. Australia were the maiden winners of the Mace back in 2002, and they held it for the first 8 years. India have now won it 5 times in total, with England claiming it 1 year back in 2012, and South Africa winning it 3 successive years starting in 2013. Kings 11 Punjab came from behind to pull off a thrilling 14-run win against Delhi Capitals at Punjab in match number 13 of the IPL today. The Capitals lost 7 wickets in a space of 16 balls to be bowled out for 152 in their run chase of 167. Sam Curran picking up the first hat-trick of this year's tournament as he took 4 for 11 in 2.2 overs. Earlier, Kings 11, without an injured Chris Gill, scored 166 for 9 in their 20 overs. The young Bajan Gems have maintained their unbeaten run at the Jean-Pierre Youth Netball Tournament in Antigua with victory early this morning over Bermuda. The National Under-16 team dominated their opponents in their rescheduled opening match with quarter scores of 9-3, 25-6, and 33-8. Before closing out the win 41-11. Goal shooter Darren made 27 goals from 38 attempts, while goal attack Derica Haynes had 14 of 23. Now that result came off the heels of a 33-12 win last night over Dominica. Now switching up the roster, the goal shooter for that game, Sumara Ben, hit 24 of 29, while goal attack Chiara Chase made 9 of 12. Barbados are currently playing right now, and my source in Antigua told me they're leading Antigua 20-0. They're off tomorrow. They'll take on Grenada on Wednesday. Barbadian Mark Seeley has won silver in this year's U.S. National Squash Championships, played in Washington, D.C. Seeley was narrowly defeated in the final of the men's 55 and over division by the defending champion, American Dominic Hughes. The match was a long, hard-fought battle that went the distance of 5 games. Hughes would come from 2-0 down to win the match 3-2, claiming his 14th national title. He won 11-13, 7-11, 11-5, 11-9, 15-13. On to horse racing, where the midnight Thomas Handicap at the Garrison Savannah over the weekend was full of excitement when Night Prowler ran to victory in the tribute to the Classic Winners race there. It was a race that included some of the Sandy Lane Gold Cup entries.
And away they go, and Joshua dropped the jockey as they came away from the gates. Gandalf contrarily popped out best, and he goes out to lead from Campaigners Gold. Night Prowler's on the prowl early this afternoon. 4 wide, it's the Gold Cup winner Celestial Storm. Behind these is Debonair David, and Stolen the Creole is the trailer as the race past the stands for the first time. So it's Gandalf, and he's engaged by Campaigners Goes the race around the top turn, and Gandalf is trying trouble meandering that turn as he still leads by a length and a half from Night Prowler on the inside of Campaigners Goal. Daniel and Celestial Storm are playing close attention as they jump the sand and head down the back stretch. Debonair David is 56 lengths off of the lead, and the trailer continues to be Stolen as the race with a half-mile left to travel. And they're going to have to test Gandalf if they want to have a chance. Night Prowler goes on to test him now with a 4 furlong marker behind them. They've gone too clear of Celestial Storm. Campaigners goes the wrong direction. Debonair David rails into third. Stolen still trails, but the field is just covered by 5 lengths as they race down the hill, and it's been Gandalf every step of the way. Night Prowler is getting closer with Lopez. So to Debonair David, Celestial Storm is toiling. She's 4th, and she's about 6 lengths off of Night Prowler, who's the new leader. Gandalf is in deep water. He's under pressure. Night Prowler swings to the front on the outside of Gandalf with a furlong left to go, and Night Prowler opens up 3 on Gandalf. Behind this is Debonair David. Celestial Storm, it will not get it done this afternoon as they come inside the final furlong, and Night Prowler is running away from them. Redemption will be the cry for Night Prowler. He wins by 3. Gandalf returned to run 2nd. Debonair David 3rd. Celestial Storm was 4th. Stolen. The last one home was Campaigners Goal.
Well, that's sports. Lisa, I heard you had a lot to say about me on Friday. Anything now that I'm here?
Oh, I'll just say congratulations, Mark. I was wrong. I didn't know you still had it within you. I'm sorry.
You're a big woman.
I am.